I bet.
All right, guys, welcome back to Doobie Dollars podcast. Today I got the one and only Chio the Key in the building.
So one and only.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good actually. It's good to finally being able to make this connect. We've been trying to do this for a while now.
Let me tell you, we've been trying this for a long time. Pretty much since I started, because I believe it's your ex-manager, right? Yeah, she's not your manager anymore.
Correct.
She was trying to get you on here. Then I was gonna have you, but I didn't know if there was any issues because my ex-teammates met you first. So I was like, okay, I wish
I don't know.
I wish I I
My
wish
mission
I
is to network. I'm trying to
yeah,
meet everybody.
yeah. I wish I had met you first though. Not through Ashley,
That's
not through
cool.
my teammate, but we here.
That's probably why. That's probably why it didn't happen. That's why I couldn't link up with you when it was through everybody else. We had to connect.
Yeah,
Shit happened for a reason. It's divine.
yeah, for
For
sure.
sure.
So, anyways, what you got going on?
Man, I actually haven't really been focused on the music part.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've been seeing my page lately,
The
but we
low
have
key
actually,
movement.
yeah, low key the movement, you feel me? We started our own platform or whatever, basically
Okay.
because I have been performing in Houston for a long time. I've tapped in with just about every platform there is out here. Everybody's doing the same shit. It's the
Okay.
same thing. The contests are unfair. It's favoritism. I was
Let's
tired of
talk
being
about that because you be getting into that
man.
online. I'd be like, okay. So what?
If we're gonna do an interview, we're gonna do an interview.
Okay.
So shit, yeah, like it's the favoritism and shit. That shit's got to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's so fucking noticeable. That's what pisses me off. Like, people, they don't even try to hide it. And then they expect people like myself that notice the shit to continue to spend money to be a part of that shit. And this, no.
So the favoritism with who?
With who? You want me to name drop?
Oh no, you don't name drop, but like the promoters, the managers, the other artists.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking about promoters right now. Yeah, I don't really know too much about the managers. I've only dealt with one, so I can't speak on them as a whole. I've dealt with almost every promoter, any promoter you can name right now. I probably have been a part of that platform once or twice before.
Okay. So you just decided to start your own?
Yeah, because I wanted to be able to be in control of that shit not happening no more. I ain't want it to be no favoritism. I ain't want it to be where certain artists had to pay to do this and then other artists didn't have to pay to do that. Like, everything is an even playing field, like, at our platform. I was tired of people coming in, artists coming in, showing up late, thinking that they can pay the DJ to skip the line and then leave before everyone else performed. Like, I've seen it all. And so I know with establishing my own platform, I'm able to be in control of all of that not happening.
Okay.
So yeah,
for
that was
those of
really my
you
main
that don't
focus.
know what you're talking about, is out here in Houston, we have different venues and promoters that underground artists go and perform at, to get their name out there. And there's several different ones. So I just wanted to kind of give them a background of what you were talking about. But now you have a platform for artists to come perform.
And I'm not saying that every platform out here is bad, because I actually link with a good handful of them to like make our shows bigger. We'll link with each other. I'll bring my platform, they'll bring that platform. We'll make it bigger than what it was by itself for either one of us. So, but there's always, if people see this interview, and it's a lot of people that know me out here, so they gonna know who I'm talking about. I don't even have to say no names. So,
So are you from Houston?
huh?
Are you from Houston?
I'm from Louisiana. I've been out here a while though. Okay. I graduated high school out here.
Okay, what school you graduated from?
I graduated from Side Springs High School. It's in Cypress.
Oh, okay. I think that's out here somewhere close by where I'm at. I graduated from Lamar. You heard of Lamar?
Lamar, okay. Yeah, I heard of it.
Out there in like the Galleria area. So
okay, yeah.
Okay, let's take it back. When did you start doing music?
I started doing music. I think I recorded my very first song when I was like 17. But what got me into music was actually poetry. I used to write poems like in middle school leading up to high school. And then my freshman year of high school, I actually wrote a poem that got published and won an award and everything. So I
Oh,
was like,
really?
okay, I can write a poem. Yeah, so it was cool. And so I was like, shit, I can write a poem. So all I gotta do is basically put that to an instrumental, and boom, I'm a music artist. And I've been doing that ever since.
Okay. And then you got Smoke and Mirrors. Let's talk about that.
Smoke and mirrors. Let's talk about smoke and mirrors.
So what was your inspiration for it?
Smoke and mirrors, I actually wrote in therapy.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in therapy for like a year and a half. And my therapist actually asked me, it was an exercise. She basically just told me she knew I did music. She wanted me to express how I felt or what I was feeling, what we was talking about at the moment, and how I normally express myself, which is through music. But she wanted me to do that with her in therapy. So I actually wrote the beginning of that song in a therapy session as an exercise. But it was basically, it's, like I said, it's a lot of people out here that know me. A lot of people out here that don't fuck with me because I'm gonna speak my mind. I don't care how you feel about it, how they feel about it. And I can take that shit in return. So if you feel some type of way about me, I don't really just, that's cool. So, and I think people find that intimidating, that I don't get bothered by what everybody else got to say, but I'm still gonna say what I gotta say.
When's your birthday?
I'm a Pisces.
Okay. You're a March
but
Pisces?
I'm a March Pisces, yep. Okay. And I'm a Sag rising, Scorpio moon.
Okay. I think I don't even get me to lying to you. I know one of them, I don't know if my rising, one is a Scorpio, but I'm a Sagittarius, and then I forgot the other two. But
hey, we will probably be friends.
Yeah, we will
probably be great friends.
I think so.
But yeah.
Okay,
but yeah,
so
smoke mirrors is basically I be going through shit, but I'm able to accept my shit, but still don't play with me because it's whatever. It's still like I'm still working on myself, self-love. We want to, promote all that, but still don't fuck with me because it's the balance, the yin and the yang, good and evil, dark and light.
Okay, so you think, how is the low-key movement going though? Are you gonna get back to focusing on your music, or
what was the second part? I'm sorry.
I think I asked too much. Let's talk about low-key movement, and then I want to talk about when you plan on getting back to music.
Okay, the low-key movement, I actually started this in last year of August. Okay. And it's been growing like drastically ever since. We've been doing it every week, every Thursday, ever since August of last year. And it's been crazy. I've been able to quit my job, and this shit is supporting me now, like for real. And so I never expected to be able to do anything like this. But now that I am in a position to do it, I want this shit to be so big. Like, I wish I could speak on more right now, but until I have everything laid out, I don't really talk about it publicly. But we got some big shit in store. So
and I see you started a podcast with it, Low Key the Movement. Is that a podcast?
Well, we did try to start a podcast. It really didn't get off the ground because I was in the middle of, trying to figure out who was for me and who wasn't for me. So I'm like switching out people and trying to figure out like what's the best flow to really make this shit like not be no drama, no extra shit. I just want to be business minded and just keep it professional. So the podcast is really like it's just up in the air right now.
Okay.
Until I can find some people like I trust with it for real. Cause my main thing is I don't want to start something that's gonna flop. That is a pet peeve of mine. I don't.
Yeah, me too.
I put a lot of work and a lot of effort into everything I do, and that would hurt my feelings.
It's hard because it's like, damn, they become, when you start a little like a new business venture, it's like your baby. You don't want to fail your baby. So I totally understand. So speaking of changes, so when I first heard about you, you were with a manager. Are you under management right now?
No,
So can
I'm
you
not
kind of
man.
talk about that? Like, how did you get under a manager, and then like what are the kind of like benefits and
Um,
the pros and cons of being with the manager and not
the
being?
the manager thing was presented to me, and I kind of just ran with it in hopes of it being some, just being optimistic.
Mhm.
I never really intended on having a manager because, to be honest, I don't think I'm in the position just yet to need a manager. Like right now, what I do on my own, I do on my own, and it's cool right now. I can handle that. I haven't reached the next level. I feel like, just being honest, like as an artist, I
Mhm.
don't think I reached the level because really the only thing the manager was doing for me was trying to book me shows. I can book my own shows. Like
Okay.
I throw my own showcases now. I don't need help with that. So if I'm gonna be paying somebody to do something, I need to be able to see what's being done out of my hands.
Okay.
So it's not no bad blood and no nothing like that. There's none of that. It wasn't the right move for me at the time.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
So is there anything else you want to promote here on the podcast?
I have my first album. I've had a couple mixtapes drop, but my first album is dropping on Valentine's Day. It's called Self. That is an acronym for Shadows, Emotions, Love, and Freedom.
Okay. I like that.
So yeah, it's
So
promoting self-love. It's explaining the changes that I have been going through as a person. It explains why I cut off a lot of the people that I cut off and don't no longer deal with. Just it
mhm.
explains myself, and it just promotes everything that I'm doing right now, which is self-love, self-employment, self-worth, self-care, everything that deals with self. Because if we don't deal with self first, we can't be an asset to nobody else around us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I agree with
that's my
that.
message right now. Mm-hmm.
I think that was my problem in 2021. I felt like I was trying to help everybody and just
Mm-hmm.
they got this project going, okay, I'm helping you. Oh, it's all right, you need.
Yep.
And it's just like if you don't have your solid foundation with yourself and know where
Mm-hmm.
you're what direction you're in, how are you gonna stretch
Mm-hmm.
yourself out and just,
You can't.
be a part of this
And
project
it,
or showing up
mm-hmm.
to this or being here for them. Like it's hard.
No, and when people call it selfish, that's fine too. That's okay. It's okay for you to be selfish when you working on yourself. That's fine. Because if you're still overextending yourself, you can't do nothing for yourself. How
Mm-hmm.
am I gonna grow my business if I'm helping you with your personal life, this friend over here with their love life, this friend over here that stay in and out of jail? How can I, if I'm focused on everybody else's shit, how can I do what I need to do? So
Yeah.
I cut off everybody,
Okay,
every
that was
single
gonna be
person
my
I
next
ever,
question. So
everyone,
how
every
is
single
it?
person.
Because I did that
It's
back in
hard.
2018. But
It's
what have
hard.
you been your
It's
struggle?
hard. Huh?
It's hard. Was hard cutting everyone off and just
Yeah, it's hard. And still to this day, it gets tempting to not reach back out to people. But I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. So it's a reason that I don't need to be dealing with these people, even if it's for just right now. Even
mhm.
if I need to get myself together and then we can link back up in the long run. But I mean, only time will tell. But right now, I got to focus on me and what I'm doing, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody else around and nobody else is trying to be around. So it's just like, I got to do this for me.
Do you find this industry gets a little overwhelming? And if so, how do you deal with like mental health?
Ooh, I'm a big mental health advocate.
Okay,
Actually,
good.
if you like, a lot of my I actually have a song that's called Lost in Love that's gonna be on my tape.
Mhm.
That's it's basically about that. Actually, a lot of my stuff, even Smoke and Mirrors, the intro, that's mental health. Like, um, I dealt with depression. I dealt with being suicidal.
Mhm.
That's actually what landed me in therapy for so long. I've dealt with, um, you know, self harm. I've all that. Like, it got real deep, and this is shit that not a lot of people know. So um, but I'm at that point in my life where I do want to speak on it more, because I do want to be able to help other people that are going through the same thing, because you can't come out of it. It's not easy. It's not gonna be easy. I never tell people it's gonna be easy, but working on yourself is not easy. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it.
Yeah. So how do you deal with those days where it might fall on a Thursday and you're just aggravated and irritated and just don't feel like even handling your own event? What gets you right back in the right mind state?
Oh, that's a good question. I've actually had a couple of those. And for right now, it's a person. My girlfriend, Muse, like she has been my backbone. Like I swear to you, there has been a couple days on event night where I wanted to cancel that night and didn't want to do anything. And she told me like, no, this is our business. This is what we stand for. You're not finna basically do stuff that you speak against about.
Mm-hmm.
And so she keep me grounded. So right now I would have to say it's her.
Okay, well, good. Shout out to Bay.
Yeah, shout out to Babe.
So do you want to do any features this year, or will there be any features on the album?
I do want to work with new people. I am looking forward to it. I don't really have anyone in specific in mind right now. Aside from Muse, we got some. We're gonna be in the studio soon this year. So I mean, I'm really just I'm gonna go with the flow. I'm a Pisces, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take whatever opportunity comes to me and we're gonna run with it.
Okay. Well, good. Well, we do. So I was looking for more, forward to more.
Yeah.
Over here. Well, thank you for coming on the podcast.
No problem. Thank you for having me. Finally, I was able to get this done. Thank God for Zoom. You feel me?
I know. I'll be glad when I'm back in the studio, but I don't know, the Zoom interviews.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to come back.
They've been doing good, but when I get back to it, I want to get you in for D2D listens, and we'll have y'all both in really. And you know, I usually just have them there and we play the music and we talk about the music and get back to doing more of that. But I gotta show up to one of these Thursday nights. So where do you have them at?
Right now it's off of Kirkendall. It's at a spot called the Garden Hookah Lounge. It's actually brand new. We're the first promoters to actually really do something in this venue. It just opened like in January. Yeah, so I think their grand opening was on New Year's. So yeah, it's real lit. It's owned by I don't know if you ever heard of him, but Dougie the DJ, MC Dougie, like he do everything.
Yeah, I heard that name floating around.
Him and his team own it, and they, you know, allowed us to come in there and do our thing. So shout out to them too.
Yeah, shout out. Well, thank you. Cause as soon as I get better, I'm gonna have to come check it out one of them Thursdays.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just I didn't realize getting into a podcast, I would constantly be invited to like all these industry nights. Like I really had no clue about all the industry nights before I started, and then I got to a point where I feel like I just overworked myself trying to be at every single one.
Everything, yep.
But I want to get back
to okay to slow down.
Yeah. I want to get back to going to the people's, especially like people I fuck with or people that I've never been to theirs yet, or you know, just showing my support again. But I need to feel better.
Yeah, I mean, you sent your team out. They was at a couple of my events. They came to me at Luna, and they came to my the Smoke and Mirrors release party actually.
Okay, yeah, because one of them did the vlog for you. Yeah, I remember. So where was I at that night? That night, I think I had my own event that I had with like my sex work stuff. And then the other one, I forgot where I was at. Because I remember them at the Luna Lounge one. That night, they didn't get a lot of content for me because one of them's phone died. The other one was in the bathroom taking the shit. And they didn't get a lot of content that day at Luna. So I kind of regretted not going, but
it's cool. Like this, for the presence to be there is everything. Just for I don't really care if people get videos or not. When I don't care to get pictures. It's just I know you was there, so that should mean something to me. So
yeah, well, shoot, I'll be out more.
Well, I appreciate that. I look forward to it.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Oh.